Hi. Hey Jc lovers, let's break down that little intro. Now, on guitar, I'm just doing a D flat. Second inversion, 666 on the D, G and B strings. So it's like part of that D flat chord. Now, before you start jumping up and down, those of you that might have already researched or know a bit about this song, yes, I know that's not what Jacob's playing, but he's got 10 fingers and keys that are really close together. He's actually playing, the first chord is a D flat with a B flat in it, which you could call a D flat 6 or you could call it a B flat minor 7, which I think is the logical choice. But as you can see, it's quite a stretch on guitar. And then we've got to change to these two notes on top. Well, that's impossible. We could kind of do it like... There's a way around it, but it's very hard for my little hands. And I'll tell you a little secret. I overdubbed that B flat note in the intro there to make it sound right. Cheating! So at the start, we've just got the D flat to the A flat. And then we use the next 3 strings down in that D flat chord. Then it changes to a B flat triad. So that's 8th fret on the D string, 7th fret on that G string, and 6th fret on the B string. But I'm playing it with my 2nd, 3rd and 4th fingers because I need my 1st finger flattened here at the 5th fret for the chord that it alternates with. Then, so that time I'm only adding my 3rd finger back, so I've got 7th fret, 5th and 6th, which is a first inversion of an F major chord. And I'm still flattening or barring my 1st finger there at the 5th fret because I want to... Those last 2 chords are a wonderful little 2-5 that Jacob uses a lot to reintroduce the original key that the song started in. So it's really an A flat minor to a D flat 7. But the notes that I've chosen out of what Jacob plays in that keys intro, for consistency, I'm trying to stay on those same 3 strings. I'm going 4, 4, 6, which is like an A flat minor 6, and then 3, 4, 4, which is like a D flat 9. So the last part of that, before Jacob's voice comes in and the bass guitar comes in, and all of a sudden all is revealed. It's not a D flat, it's not a B flat minor 7, it's a bloody G flat major 9.
Hi, I love the way that I feel when you put your arms over me. Oh hi, I love the way that you get in the groove when you walk with me. Only me. 'Cause every time I think about it, can't stop thinking about it. Well, you are all I need, all I need.
So in other words, what we thought was a B flat minor 7 there, if we play that over what Jacob plays on the bass, which is a G flat note, it's a G flat major 9 voicing. Beautiful, beautiful chord. And a similar thing applies when we go back to that B flat major voicing. It's over an E flat note, making it an E flat major 9. So the 2 chords for the verse, the 2 main chords for the verse, are G flat major 9 and E flat major 9. So the verse is in 2 keys. It starts off on that G flat major 9 chord, but it's not in the key of G flat because it's got that C note alternating, which isn't in the key of G flat. That's in the key of D flat. So we're playing the 4 chord in the key of D flat. Then when the next chord comes in, the E flat major 9, it also has a sharp 4 going on in it. So it's really in the key of B flat major. So the tonality of the verses of this song goes D flat major to B flat major. At the point where the vocals start and the bass comes in, because we now know it's a G flat major 9 chord, I play it using what many people call the John Mayer voicing. So I'm up here at the 9th fret on the A string for my root note, the G flat, then 1st finger on the 8th fret of the D string, that's my 3rd, pinky on the 10th fret of the G string, that's my major 7th, and 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the B string. That's the 9th in the chord. But first I'm only playing the first 3 notes of the chord. And I'm flattening my first finger, removing my pinky to get that 8th fret on the G string in there, which is the 6th. So then we're going to drop down to the 6th fret on the A string for our E flat root note, 2nd finger on that one, pinky on the 8th fret of the D string, it's a C note, and 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the G string, that's our major 7 for that one. And we're going to drop both of these fingers back to our flattened 1st finger at the 5th fret. Then that's our little 2, 5, 1. That time I just played it as a A flat minor 7, a D flat 11, back to our G flat major 7 there, or major 9. The second time round, to bring it up a little bit from that first high, second time I want it to be a bit bigger, so I'm playing it down here with my thumb hooked over the top on my root note, skipping the A string, then I've got 3, 3, 2, like a little B flat minor triad, but with my thumb over the top so that I can also flatten my first finger on the 1st fret there. My 1st finger is also catching the 1st string there, so I can flick those to get that extra part of the melody. Okay, let's have a look at that little melody that Jacob sings. I chose to play it because it's a really tricky little melody to sing, really tricky phrase, and the song's already got enough weird notes in it. So I'm starting on the 12th fret of the G string, that's a G note, 13 on the B, 13 on the E, 10 on the E, 11 on the B, back to the 12 where we started. That's the first part of the phrase. Then we go 12 on the D string, 2 C notes on the 10th fret of the D string, to the F on the 10th fret of the G string, B flat on the 11th fret of the B string, 13th fret on the G string, 11th on the D, 13th on the A. That's the whole run. Really great, clever run, because it climbs in fourths. G to C is a fourth, C to F is a fourth, but then the last bit sounds like a bluesy little finish. Give it a little twist. Yeah. Okay, one of the greatest parts of the song is the transition from the verse to the pre-chorus. So those chords sound wonderful. The way I'm playing them, and look, this is all the way I'm playing it and hearing it, okay? I'm not claiming that this is how Jacob would play it on acoustic or the wonderful Emily Albert. This is just what I hear and what I worked up and what sounded okay to me on the night that I had to play it recently at somebody's wedding. Great wedding. That's the sort of booking you want to get. Can you play my wedding? Yes. Can you play Jacob Collier at my wedding? Yes. What, not the horses? So those 3 chords to lead into the pre-chorus, I've got I think of that as a D sus2 over an F sharp bass. It's a very ambiguous chord. It's basically an F sharp or G flat bass note on the 2nd fret of the E string, E on the 2nd fret of the D string, A on the 2nd fret of the G string, and D. You know, normally it's like that D over F sharp sort of thing, and all we're doing is adding an E to that. So that's why I think of that shape as a D chord, even though the D is the highest note in it rather than the lowest. So a D sus2 over F sharp. Then we move that shape up a fret but change our bass note to C. And then we do an F major 7 over an A bass note. Then the next chord is one that Jacob loves, and we all love it. I would call it an A flat 13. A true 13th chord has your root, your third, your fifth, your flat 7, your 9, your 11 and your 13. It's got 7 notes in theory, but we've only got 6 strings. So guitar is always deciding what we're going to leave out. The first to go usually is the 5th because its harmonics are kind of inherent in the root note anyway. So yeah, we drop that one. But anyway, I'm getting off track. We normally play an A flat 13 like that with a, so 4, 4, 5, 6, and that's our third in that chord. But it sounds to me like Jacob and a lot of keyboard players play the 13th with like this shape. So there's our root note, and then we've got, I guess, like a G flat major 7 over the top. And the presence of the 11th in there really changes the flavour of that chord and the purpose that it serves. So, as I'm sure you can tell, if I play it as a standard guitar 13th, something just doesn't sound quite right. It doesn't sound out of tune, but it's not serving the purpose. Whereas if I go 4, 4, 6, 6, so I'm sacrificing the third, the C note, for the 4th or the 11th in that chord. For the next part, which is another great melody in this song, I play that along with singing it. It helps me. I'm not the world's greatest singer.
'Cause every time I think about it, can't stop thinking about it.
That really helps me to pitch it and to cover up some flaws. So it's basically like from a B flat minor pentatonic. Well, it's definitely from a B flat minor pentatonic. Starting on the A flat note, so the 6th fret of the D string to the 8th, same on the G string, and then 6, 9, 6, 6 back on the B and G strings, 8 on the G, back to the 6 on the B, 8, 6 on the G, 8, 6 on the D. But I like to slide, or if I'm playing electric, bend instead of playing those F notes on the 6th fret of the B string. Then that chord again. You are all I need. Then our 2-5-1 to start it off again for Mahalia's verse.
You are all I need. Woo! So I'll be singing in the sun right underneath the moonlight. Oh, I know, 'cause I love your smile and it makes me feel alright. Alright, I will sing it to the sun. You will always be the one for me. Let your love shine down. Let your love shine down.
All right, the chorus of this thing.
All I need.
Woo! They're pretty standard chords. We're now in the key of B flat major. So a C minor 7, D minor 7, E flat major 7, F, and a G minor, but with that 11 in it. Sounds better. A G minor with G minor 7 sounds fine, but a G minor 11 really works better. Then the second part of the chorus, E flat major 7, D minor to C minor 11. Same voicing. Repeats that, so E flat major 7, F, G minor 11. Then we've got that wonderful little turnaround at the end of the chorus, which kind of modulates a bit. It's got a lot of chords in it, a lot going on, but it's so cool. So I'm starting with F add 2 over A. Then I'm going to A flat 13, G minor 7, C 9, B flat 9, A 7 augmented, A flat minor 7, G 7 augmented, which is a tritone substitution for the D flat chord. You know, if you play a D flat 9 but change its bass note to a G, you've got a G7 augmented, which takes us back. Alright, after going through the cycle again, the song changes key. Now on the studio version, it only changes key a quarter tone. Another one of Jacob's favourite tricks that just blows our minds. But, you know, I couldn't do that live. And if you look at some of the live versions that Jacob does, the band just simply moves up a semitone.
You are all I need. I'll be singing in the star bright underneath the moonlight. Oh no, 'cause I love your smile and it makes me feel alright. Alright, I will sing it to the sun. You will always be the one for me. Let your love shine. Let your love shine down.
So instead of C minor 7, D minor 7, E flat major 7, I'm going C sharp minor 7, D sharp minor 7, E, F sharp, G sharp minor 11. I'm in the key of B now. So it's the same as before, just moved up a fret. But there are a couple of different endings in this one. The first time, instead of going to the G sharp minor 11, this time it's a G sharp 7, add 4. So I'm playing that as 4th on the E string, that's a G sharp root note, my flat 7, the 4th on the D string, 5th fret on the G string, that's my 3rd, and then my added 4th, 2nd fret on the B string. Let your love shine. Yeah. Then we've got what sounds like a D9, but it starts on a D flat 9 for the vocal melody. Let your... Then a F sharp minor 6, B9. Yeah, through the chorus again. Then we've got that wonderful flowing series of modulating turnarounds.
Let your love shine down. Let your love shine down. Let your love shine down. Do you really want to call? Yeah, I really want to call your name.
So the first one goes, that's an A sharp minor 7 flat 5 to an A7 flat 5, then a G sharp minor 11 to a C sharp 11. Then we change key, that's a G add 2 over a B, then a B flat 13, A minor 7, D9.
Then we change key.
D sharp minor 7, what would you call that one? I think of that as like a G7 sharp 9 over a D. Then a C sharp minor 6. F sharp 7 into the bridge, which is the B major 7, B flat minor 7, C sharp 13. Do you really want to call? Does that twice. And that modulates nicely back to that lovely Lydian feeling groove that the whole song is built on. Go and smash it out of the park. Don't forget, if you want to support me, the tabs for this and everything else are all on my Patreon. Give me some comments. Tell me all the chords I got wrong. There's a million ways to play this one. And I'll see you soon.
Hi. I love the way that I feel when you put your arms over me. Oh, hi. I love the way that you get in the groove when you walk with me. Only me. 'Cause every time I think about it, can't stop thinking about it. Well, you are all I need, all I need. You are all I need. Woo! So I'll be singing in the sun right underneath the moonlight. Oh, I know, 'cause I love your smile and it makes me feel alright, alright. I will sing it to the sun, you will always be the one for me. Let your love shine down, let your love shine down. sing it to the sun, you will always be the one for me. Let your love shine, let your love shine down. Let your love